The scariest discovery humans ever made wasn't a predator. It wasn't a natural disaster. It wasn't even a disease. It was something far stranger. Something no one could see, touch, fight, or outrun. And the moment one ancient human understood it, the realization spread to every generation that followed, including you, including me. It changed the way humans lived, loved, created, and understood the world forever. And by the end of this video, you're going to feel exactly why. Imagine you're living maybe 50,000 years ago. Your whole world is maybe 30 people. You know every face. You know who snores, who wakes up early, who's good at finding berries, and who always comes back from the hunt empty-handed. Life is hard, but it makes sense. The sun comes up, you survive the day, the sun goes down. That's the rhythm. That's everything. Then one morning someone in your group doesn't get up. And at first you think they're sleeping. So you wait. And then you get closer and something feels wrong. They're cold in a way that's different from cold. They're still in a way that's different from still. And hours pass. And then a whole day. And this thing begins to dawn on you that I don't think any of us can really imagine experiencing for the first time. They're not coming back. Not later. Not ever. This person who was here yesterday is just not here anymore, and there is nothing you can do about it. There's no fix. There's no solution. For the first time in the history of your species, you are staring at a problem that has no answer. And then, because you're human and humans can't help themselves, your brain takes it one step further. If it happened to them, it's going to happen to me. I think about this a lot, actually. Every other danger you'd ever faced had some kind of move you could make. Predator coming? Run. Storm rolling in? Find shelter. Food running low? Go further, search harder. There was always something. Death was the first thing that had no something. And your brain knew it. Your brain, which had spent its entire existence solving problems, suddenly found a problem it could never solve. And it had to just live with that. That changes a person. It changed an entire species. What's fascinating is what happened next. Because you'd think that kind of realization would just destroy people. Just break them completely. And maybe for some it did. But something else also happened. People started burying their dead. And I know that sounds small, but think about what it actually means. Digging a grave is hard work. It takes time and energy that a tribe living on the edge of survival genuinely cannot spare. And yet they did it anyway. They placed things in the graves: tools, food. In some sites, archaeologists have even found traces suggesting flowers were left behind. Not because someone told them to. Not because there was a rule book. But because something in them refused to accept that the person was just gone. Something in them was reaching, fumbling around in the dark, trying to make sense of something that made no sense at all. That fumbling in the dark is where religion comes from. It's where art comes from. It's where philosophy comes from. Entire civilizations, thousands of years of human thought, all of it traces back to one species trying to answer the question that death forced them to ask. Where did they go? What does it mean? Is there something after? We still don't have a satisfying answer, by the way. Thousands of years later, and we're still fumbling around in the same dark. I find that both terrifying and kind of comforting. But here's the other thing that happened. The thing I think about more than anything else when I think about this topic. Once people understood that life was finite, they started caring about what happened after they were gone. They started teaching things to their children, not just how to survive, but stories, history, lessons, the things they had figured out. They started building things that would outlast them. They started wanting to leave something behind. And that impulse, that very human need to matter beyond your own lifetime, is maybe the most powerful force in all of human history. Every book ever written, every building ever built, every song, every painting, every scientific discovery, every child raised with care, all of it comes from the same place. This ancient ache to mean something, to not just disappear. Here is the thing that genuinely moves me about all of this. You are the end of a chain that goes back thousands and thousands of years. Every single person in that chain knew what you know. They knew time was short. They knew they were going to lose the people they loved. They knew they themselves would one day be gone. And they kept going. They fell in love and had kids and built fires and told each other stories and hoped and tried and failed and tried again, with full knowledge of how it ends. They did all of it anyway.